This is AI News Today, and here's what happened in the world of AI in the past 24 hours. Let's kick things off with some massive news from the world of go-to-market technology. Clay, a company that's been making waves in the AI automation space, just closed a $100 million Series C funding round. And here's the kicker. This values the company at $3.1 billion, which is more than double their $1.25 billion valuation from just 6 months ago. When the New York Times dedicates a story to a funding round, you know something bigger is happening here. The round was led by CapitalG, which is the venture capital arm of Alphabet, Google's parent company. Existing investors Meritech Capital and Sequoia Capital also threw more money into the mix. But what's really fascinating isn't just the numbers, it's what this investment represents for the future of work. Clay is at the center of what experts are calling the shift from digital native to AI native professionals. Think about it this way. Digital natives grew up using software tools step by step, automating with macros and scripts and consuming dashboards. But AI natives, they're orchestrating entire AI systems, chaining together large language models, agents, and APIs end-to-end. They're asking AI to explore data, surface anomalies, and suggest actions rather than just staring at static dashboards. The numbers around Clay are pretty incredible. The company has 180 employees, over 10,000 paying customers, and they're on track to hit $100 million in revenue by the end of this year. They've got 60 Clay clubs around the world and over 150 data providers and integrations. But perhaps most telling is that there are over 100 new GTM Engineer job openings going live each month. That's a completely new category of professional that didn't exist a few years ago. And this is just the beginning. We're seeing companies like UiPath hiring senior managers of agentic GTM operations, Monday.com bringing on heads of AI for GTM, and Conductor looking for AI growth marketing managers. The next wave of AI native roles is emerging, and we're talking about positions like GTM agent builders, agent managers, full-time prompt engineers, and specialists in something called generative engine optimization. Speaking of which, Clay is pioneering what they call ideal customer signals, moving beyond static customer profiles to dynamic, real-time understanding of markets. Instead of just knowing your ideal customer's job title or company size, you can now track when a prospect's website mentions a specific compliance certification, when they open a new office, or even when a key employee gets tagged in a product launch video. It's like having a system that actively listens to the entire public web for buying signals. The really exciting part is what they're calling the shift from system of record to system of action. Instead of sales reps living in their CRM manually updating records, they'll have information delivered directly to them when they need it. Custom signals will automatically trigger the perfect campaign at the perfect time, and workflows will provide just-in-time intelligence to help reps close deals faster. Now, shifting gears to some other fascinating developments in AI today. Character.AI just rolled out something pretty groundbreaking, an AI-powered social feed. They're calling it the community feed, and it's one of the world's first truly synthetic content platforms. Users can share AI-generated videos, character interactions, and chat snippets that others can instantly remix or extend with just one tap. You can even jump into character versus character roast battles or co-author stories. It's a completely new way of thinking about social media where the content itself is generated and remixed by AI. Another interesting development is coming from Alibaba, which just dropped a new image model designed to solve one of AI's most persistent problems: generating readable text and images. Most AI image generators produce what looks like gibberish when they try to create text. Alibaba's new model, called Qwen-Image, excels at rendering complex text layouts, multi-line text, and even paragraph-level content in both English and Chinese. They've made an open-source version available, which could be a game-changer for anyone creating marketing materials or educational content with AI. Meanwhile, Grok is pushing boundaries with their official rollout of Grok Imagine, an AI image and video generator that's positioning itself as an alternative to more restricted competitors. What's notable here is that it permits some not safe for work content, though with guardrails in place. Critics are raising concerns about potential misuse for creating deepfakes, But it's another example of how different AI companies are taking different approaches to content policies. Let's talk about something that's going to affect every business owner and marketer out there. The $80 billion online search industry is getting completely turned upside down, and it's all because of AI. For more than 2 decades, businesses have been obsessed with search engine optimization, ranking higher in Google search results. But everything changed with ChatGPT. A growing number of users are now interacting with AI interfaces rather than traditional search results. For websites that depend on search traffic, this shift is being described as nothing less than an apocalypse. With traditional SEO heading out the door, there's a new buzzword in town: Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. Here's how it works. Instead of trying to rank higher in search results, the goal now is to get your website, content, or product mentioned by AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini. Content creators need to pivot from being ranked to being cited. Some early strategies include creating content in citable chunks with clear authorship, developing structured material like lists and original research, and securing mentions on sites that AI systems crawl during training, places like Wikipedia, Reddit, and YouTube. The irony is that traditional SEO practices have actually degraded the online search experience for users. We've all had that experience of searching for an answer only to be bombarded with low-quality content stuffed with keywords just to rank higher. Maybe it's actually better if these new chatbot search dynamics remain a bit of a secret for now. On the productivity front, there's a handy new feature worth knowing about in Perplexity's Comet browser. You can now create shortcuts for repetitive tasks. Just type a /, select Create Shortcut, and describe exactly what you want it to do. For example, you could create a shortcut that analyzes any product and searches for real, unbiased assessments beyond influencer marketing hype. Give it a clear name, save it, and then whenever you're browsing, just type your shortcut name and Comet will run those instructions on whatever page you're looking at. A few quick hits to round out today's news. There's been some controversy around Perplexity, with a report from Cloudflare claiming that the AI search company is using stealth crawling to access blocked websites by disguising its AI crawlers. Meanwhile, legal AI startup Harvey has reportedly hit $100 million in annual recurring revenue, with weekly users quadrupling. And OpenAI is working on making ChatGPT better at detecting users in mental distress and providing evidence-based resources when needed. That's it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, or follow, and see you tomorrow for more AI news.